Classic Book Review, Number 13. Socrates, Apology. Socrates' Apology is one of the most famous and influential works of ancient philosophy. It is a dialogue written by Plato, one of Socrates' students, that depicts the speech that Socrates gave at his trial in 399 BC, where he was accused of impiety and corrupting the youth of Athens. The title of the work does not mean that Socrates apologizes for his actions, but rather that he defends himself against the charges using his characteristic method of questioning and reasoning. Socrates was born around 470 BC in Athens, Greece. He was a son of a sculptor and a midwife. He grew up during the golden age of Pericles' Athens, where he witnessed the flourishing of democracy, art, and culture. He devoted his life to philosophy, which he practiced by engaging in conversations with anyone who was willing to examine their beliefs and opinions. He did not write anything himself, but his teachings were preserved by his followers, especially Plato and Xenophon. He was widely admired by some for his wisdom and integrity, but also despised by others for his criticism and irony. He was brought to trial by three prominent Athenians, Meletus, Anytus, and Lycon. They accused him of rejecting the gods of the city, introducing new divinities, and corrupting the youth. He was found guilty by a narrow margin and sentenced to death. He refused to escape from prison with the help of his friends and accepted his fate with dignity. He died by drinking hemlock in 399 BC. The dialogue is divided into three parts. The first part presents Socrates' main defense, where he challenges his accusers and explains his mission as a philosopher. The second part describes Socrates' response to the verdict of guilty and his proposal of an alternative penalty. And the third part portrays Socrates' final words before drinking the hemlock poison that was his sentence. Here are some of the important sentences that capture the essence of Socrates' apology. The unexamined life is not worth living. 38a. I am wiser than this man. It is likely that neither of us knows anything worthwhile. But he thinks he knows something when he does not. Whereas when I do not know, neither do I think I know. So I am likely to be wiser than he to this small extent, that I do not think I know what I do not know. 21b. I am called wise, for my hearers always imagine that I myself possess the wisdom which I find wanting in others. But the truth is, O men of Athens, that God only is wise. And by his answer he intends to show that the wisdom of men is worth little or nothing. 23a. For I go around doing nothing but persuading both young and old among you not to care for your body or your wealth in preference to or as strongly as for the best possible state of your soul. 30a. Are you not ashamed that you give your attention to acquiring as much money as possible, and similarly with reputation and honor, and give no attention or thought to truth and understanding and the perfection of your soul? 29e. But either I do not corrupt them, or I corrupt them unintentionally, and on either view of the case you lie. 26a. For this fear of death is indeed the pretense of wisdom, and not real wisdom, being a pretense of knowing the unknown. And no one knows whether death, which men in their fear apprehend to be the greatest evil, may not be the greatest good. 29a. The difficulty is not so much to escape death. The real difficulty is to escape from doing wrong, which is far more speedy. 39a. Be of good cheer about death, and know this of a truth, that no evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. 41d. Overall, apology is a powerful testament to the importance of seeking truth and wisdom, even in the face of persecution and opposition. It is a must-read for anyone interested in the history of philosophy and the life and teachings of Socrates, one of the most important and influential figures in Western thought. Thanks for watching. More classic book reviews are on the way. May the wisdom be with you until see you again.